I want to talk about something that I think is really important for all of us working moms. And it's this idea about us having to do everything from the house to our self care to our business or our work. And one of the things that I want to share with you today, and the topic of today's conversation and YouTube video and podcast, is sharing with you cheat codes to make your life easier. We're going to stop making life so hard. And I'm going to share with you some of my favorite cheat codes that help me to dominate, help me to slay when it comes to work and life and personal life and kids and family and doing it all. Because yes, it can be exhausting. And I think that there's this just common misconception that it's easy. And I think that when you see another mom who she's like killing it, and you might feel like, okay, that's just not me. Like, I don't run my home. I'm not that organized, or I'm not that scheduled. It can feel a little defeating. So I want to share with you these cheat codes, and essentially they're hacks. They are hacks that make a big difference in how we manage our time, reduce our stress, and achieve our goals. And I don't know about you, but just because I'm a mom doesn't mean that I don't have goals, and big goals. And just because I'm a mom doesn't mean that I have to put those big goals aside. So I'm excited to share with you and to jump in today's topic of conversation, which is stop making your life hard. And I'm sharing with you my favorite cheat codes to success. So, what are some of these cheat codes that can help us overcome challenges, that can help us really dive in and accomplish all of our goals that we set for ourselves, both personally and professionally? Well, I've got 20. Yes, I've compiled 20 of these cheat codes or hacks, whatever you want to call them, that are going to help you both at home and at work, essentially just overall life, that are going to help make your life easier. And I don't know about you, mama, but that is what I am looking for. I'm looking to get my work done, to feel fulfilled as a wife, as a mother, as a business owner, and save time and money and my sanity. So let's dive in. These 20 codes, are cheat codes, I should say, are going to not only be complete game changers, but you could implement one at a time. Implement one of them and then move on to another week and move on to the next. But I've incorporated these into my life over time, and they have completely changed the game. And again, have both saved me time, money, and my sanity. Let's dive in. By the way, if you haven't already, welcome to the Slay Your Day podcast. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button and let me know that you're here. Comment below. Let me know where you're watching or listening in from. And I'm so excited to connect with you. I'm bringing you content every single week that's going to help you slay your day and become the most productive version of yourself, and help you tap into both the work life and the family life so you can truly do it all and feel accomplished. All right, the first cheat code that I have for you, you've heard me talk about this before, is meal prepping on the weekends, or finding your go-to meals. So I'll tell you kind of how I do this and how it is like such a big help. So as you know, if you've been watching me on Instagram at Glandt, I have been posting a lot of my own meals. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll meals on Instagram or through a cookbook. I'll find them and then I'll save them in their own tab in Instagram, like actually in the app. And they have their own folder, and it's called Easy Meals. Now, for me, every meal that I make has to check 3 boxes. It has to be easy, it has to be healthy, and it has to be a quick cleanup. So it has to check all 3 of those boxes. So with that being said, as you're meal prepping, and as you're, listing out all your groceries for the week, or as you're getting them organized, find your go-to meals. You can keep these meals in rotation. I probably have about 20 meals that are like my go-to, that both Jared and I love, the kids love it. And that's kind of like in the rotation for the month. I mean, 20 meals, like, if I'm cooking 4 times a week, I pretty much have my month covered. So one of the things that I want to share with you is my meal planner. And what I do with this is write out all of the meals for the week on the left side, and on the right side are all of the groceries. So those are all my groceries for the week, what I need to order to make those recipes, and have it all in one spot. So cheat code number 1 is to meal prep on the weekends and find your go-to meals. Cheat code number 2, sync and have a synced family calendar or schedule. So both my husband and I, we sync our calendars. So our Google calendars are synced up together. However, we also have a calendar of all the stuff, all the activities, all the school stuff for the kids. And everyone is synced up, from our nanny to obviously my husband and I, and even my in-laws, because they're a huge, huge part of our support system. So sync everyone's calendars using a shared digital calendar. And my family and I, we like to do ours through color code. So everybody has their own set color code. And this can keep track of school events, work events, dentist appointments, meetings, family trips, like all of your travel. So in our world, we have a lot of moving pieces. So having this synced calendar makes life so much easier. I can't even begin to tell you. And even if you don't have this crazy travel schedule and school schedule and work meetings, it still gets everybody on the same page. So hack number 2 is sync your calendars and get everybody on the same page. By the way, before we move on to the third cheat code, the third hack that I want to share with you that's going to completely change your life and make it easier, another bonus tip, you guys, to making your life easier is when you subscribe to the Slay Your Day podcast. This should be tip number 1, because when you subscribe every single week, I am bringing you tips and hacks and solutions and strategies on how to simplify. Like, wouldn't you want to simplify your life to get back more time and make more money and actually enjoy being a working mom? That's me. And that's what I do for you every single week. So hit that subscribe button. And I would be so grateful if you could share this with another working mom who could use these tips and strategies. And maybe you might just save her an extra hour in her day or her week, and she will thank you. And maybe you get some free babysitting out. I don't know, just throwing it out there. So hit that subscribe button. And also, as a thank you from me to you, I'm picking 3 winners each week who subscribe and comment below. Let me know where you're coming in from, and my team and I will reach out to you and let you know that you've won a one-on-one call with me. I cannot wait to meet you. Okay, cheat code number 3. All right, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you here for a minute, okay? This one took me a while to do. Now, I don't think I started implementing this cheat code until Jake was probably like 1, maybe 2. But this is a game changer, okay? And I'm sharing it with you because I pushed it off and I pushed it off and I pushed it off. And I was like, nope, I don't need to do this. I can be productive without doing this, and it doesn't matter. I will tell you, it matters. And this is a huge game changer. Can you guess what it is? Okay. It is waking up before the kids get up. I don't care if you have 1 kid, if you have 7 kids, this will change your life. For me, I get up about 5:15 every morning now that we're back in the school time routines. And ladies, I get a good 2 hours to myself before my house is up and moving and the kids are up and my husband's up. And this is just me time. It is my time to work out and pour into myself and honestly, just have peace and quiet for a couple hours before anybody else in the house is awake. It is such a nice way to start the day. For me, like I said, I get my workout in, I do some stretching, I start the breakfast for the boys. But when you can get up, maybe you don't get up 2 hours early like I do. Start getting up 10 minutes before your kids get up. Then start with 30 minutes and then work your way up from there if you really enjoy it. But what I'll tell you is that this gives you that me time. This gives you that quiet time that is completely to yourself to prepare for your day, to have a peaceful cup of coffee, or to exercise, or do whatever it is that you want to do for 10 minutes, for 30 minutes. Maybe you like to read or stretch or work out. There's so many things that we can do. I mean, in 30 minutes alone with peace and quiet. So find whatever that is for you, and I promise you it will become the best part of your day. Okay, cheat code number 4 is set up a command center. Now, we have had a command center set up in our house for a few years now. I mean, I want to say it's been at least 5 or 6 years. And this is such a game changer. Now, we put our mail in our command center. We put like any school papers. We also put the pickup drop off schedules, the kids schedule, the school calendar. We put our monthly calendar where Jared and I have our travel and our, our work commitments and all the things that we have as a family on that schedule. So this is a place where it is all in one. Again, for us, it's mail, it's calendar, it's pickups and drop off, it's school calendar, it's all of these things. And this just helps to keep everything in one place. And by the way, reduces clutter. I don't know about you, but I grew up in a home where like the mail would be brought in and then it like sits on the table, whether it's the dining room table or the island or like somewhere in the common areas for like days until someone picks it up and like either gets rid of it or like pays the bill or whatever you're going to do with it. In my home, it has a place, it has a spot, and whoever brings in the mail, myself, my nanny, my kids, because that's part of their chores, their extra chores if they want to get paid. We have like chores you have to do to contribute, which we call our contribution chores for contributing to the family. And then we have additional paid chores, which is like bringing in the mail, vacuuming, reading. I can even go into detail in more of that if you want me to. Just comment below and let me know. But setting up this command center is going to make a huge difference in reducing clutter and keeping everything organized. By the way, if you're looking for a command center or the one that I bought, I have this in my Amazon store and I'm going to link it below. There's also some amazing other tools and resources in that Amazon store under organization. So if you want to organize everything from your your cabinets to your kitchen to the kids' room. Like there's so many places to organize. All of that is going to be linked below. So check it out, but definitely grab that command center. Such a game changer. All right, number 5 is plan your outfits for the week. So I do this in 2 ways. Number 1, I have an entire it's a retractable organizer that we have in our laundry room, and the boys' uniforms are in there for school. So we're doing like a bit of a different school this year. It's a homeschooling like half day tutoring, so they don't technically have to wear uniforms, but we did buy essentially uniforms for them. So every day they're going in like a nice colored shirt and khakis. So we lay that out like socks, underwear, tops, shorts, or pants or whatever they're going to wear in this organizer Monday through Friday. So it's already there for the entire week. And then for myself, because I work out in the mornings, I lay out my gym clothes the night before. So when I wake up in the morning at, 5 or 5:15, I'm able to just wake up and then my gym clothes are already laid out for me. They're right there. So plan your outfits for the week. We plan out the boys on Sunday. So like that organizer is in the laundry room and then boom, one day we just put everything in there. This is going to eliminate that morning scramble. This is going to eliminate any fights that you have with your kids in the morning. It's just all in there. They can pick it out. They can get themselves dressed and it makes everyone's life so much easier. Okay, moving right along. I'm going to start going through these pretty fast because we have 20 of them to get through. So the next hack that I want to share with you, the next cheat code that I want to share with you is to create a morning and evening routine. Now, I actually have a YouTube video dedicated to how to become a morning person. So definitely check that out. If you're not currently a morning person and you want to figure out like, how do I become a morning person? But this is essentially just establishing consistent routines to streamline your mornings and your evenings. So having bookends, like knowing what your morning routine looks like and then having that evening routine. This is going to help your kids to make sure that they're on track. Everybody knows what to expect. Everybody knows what's expected of them. And it just keeps the days on track. Now, my boys have a really cute little chore chart, and it tells them in the morning what they have to do. So they get up, they get dressed, they make their bed, they brush their teeth, and what else is on there? And they eat breakfast. So like that is their morning, that's on their morning routine. Now the evening routine is they have to put their clothes in the hamper, take showers, brush their teeth, and then we do the bedtime routine, which is like a couple books, and then lay with them for a little bit in their beds. Those are our morning and evening routines with the kids, and they know to do that every single morning. They're making their beds, they're brushing their teeth, they're, having their breakfast, they're getting themselves dressed. Like all of these systems work together. And that's what I want to show you. Like it doesn't have to be like you do all of this at once, but just know that like when you lay out the clothes in the morning, it's going to also help them creating that morning routine. So these all work together, and they should all work together to create this amazing, efficient ecosystem in your home. The seventh cheat code to make your life so much easier is outsource where you can. So if you are able to hire out for any kind of cleaning or yard work or other tasks that you don't necessarily want to do, or you just like can't find the time to do them, outsource these things, right? Maybe it's using apps like Instacart or Amazon for grocery delivery. I've been using this for years, like at least 7 or 8 years since Jake has been born. So I rarely ever go to the grocery store anymore. Meal kit subscriptions, like find the places that you can outsource. We do this with our laundry. We do this even, like I said, with our car washes and our gas, like filling up our gas tank. So all of these things, if you look for them, and it really depends on where you live. Like if you're in South Florida, there's so many resources available for you to outsource. Like I even do this when it comes to the holidays in like gift wrapping, shopping. I have, wherever I'm ordering from, just have it sent to the house. But like what my take on this is, and what I want you to shift into, is what are those high value tasks that only you can do and should be doing, and start to outsource or delegate the rest. Because that is not only going to buy you time, but it's going to allow you to get more done. So number 7, outsource where you can. Along the same lines, hack or cheat code number 8 is batch your errands. Now, for me, I have certain days that either myself or a team member is going to the UPS store or doing returns or picking up packages. So group your errands together. This could be even if you have to do like shopping or picking some things up from the store. And this is going to save so much time and reduce the number of days that you're out and you're leaving the house. Like, again, like batch what you can, so you're not 5 days a week or more, hopefully not, running errands, working from home, making content, sending out emails, making sales calls. Like you want to streamline as much as possible. So batch your errands and pick one day a week, like Mondays or Fridays or whatever day is best for you, to get all of that done in one day and one trip instead of doing it multiple times a week. Okay, cheat code number 9. I know you're going to love this because I love this. It's involving your kids in chores. Now, I am reading a book right now and I'm going really slow through it because I'm really like, I'm listening to it and then I'm reading it and I'm highlighting and I'm taking notes and I'm journaling on it. And I'm really, really like immersing myself into this information because it's that valuable. So I'm reading Dr. Amen's book, and it's Raising Mentally Strong Children. And it's so important to me that, my kids understand what hard work is, and they understand what contribution is, and they understand how their contributions give back to the family and the ecosystem of our family. So involving kids in chores, one of the things that Dr. Amen says is that it helps them to build not only discipline, but it also helps them to build their own, like in their own minds, the way that they perceive themselves, they get to build that self-confidence. So involving them in chores, obviously age appropriate, is going to help them build that confidence. It's going to help not only lighten the load for you, but it's going to teach them responsibility. So let me give you some examples. So both Jordy and Jake, they have to make the bed because they have bunk beds. So they sleep in the same room right now. They have their own rooms, but they like sleeping with each other because they're brothers and they're each other's kind of like comfort blankets. So it's so cute. So they have to make the bed together in the morning. They also have to brush their teeth, get themselves dressed. They have to clean up their playroom. So we have a list of all these chores that they have to do twice a day, in the morning and then in the evenings. Those are their chores, and they're pretty calm. I mean, they're pretty similar just because they're like 2.5 years apart. But like some of the things that Jake has to do is a little bit different than Jordy's, but they're age appropriate. So find age appropriate chores. And not only is this going to lighten the load that you have to carry and the responsibility, but it's also going to teach our kids responsibility and help them build some discipline. So I hope this helps. If you are interested in more of what these chores can be, you can Google this. You can also reach out to me. I can share mine with you. But this is a great way to get them involved in all the day-to-day responsibilities and chores that already need to be done. Okay, we are halfway through. And the 10th cheat code that I want to share with you that is definitely going to make your life easier is using time blocking. So scheduling specific blocks of time for work, for family, for self-care. This helps you stay focused, and it allows you to make sure that you are using dedicated time for each area of your life. So like, I don't know about you, but like I definitely need time to like get my hair done or my nails done or work out. But I also want to spend time with my family and in my business. So the only way I'm able to get that done is by time blocking. So time block the important areas that you want in your life so you actually get them done. All right, hack or cheat code number 11, and this one is such a big one, and this is the reason why I talk about it all the time, is automations. Now, automations are probably the number one biggest game changer in all aspects of your life, in home and in business. So setting up, I'm just going to give you some examples. Automatic bill payments, contracts that you have with clients, regular deliveries, groceries. If you have a smart home and you have smart devices, like you can literally automate almost anything and everything in your day-to-day life, from your bill pay, from the anything going on in your business. It is that easy, but you have to know how to do it. So one of the things that I want to share with you is inside my High Performance Academy, I share with you exactly not only how to automate, but like what is the process, how to do this, how to automate in your home life, how to automate in your business life. So I want to show you how to do this. So if you go over to sandraglandt.com/academy, you will get to join us in these weekly calls. And the really cool thing about the academy is I'm not just teaching in there. We are teaching, but we also have calls built in to implement. So you learn and then you implement. You learn and you implement, and we're doing it together. So if this is the day, if this is the month that finally you're like, I want to take hold of my life and I want more time back and I want to be able to spend more time with my kids and self-care, you've got to get automations, please. I'm telling you, this is the number one thing that will be the biggest game changer in your life across the board. So head over to sandraglandt.com/academy. Sign up with us today, and I can't wait to see you inside. All right, so cheat code number 12 and 13, I'm going to lump together because they go hand in hand. And a lot of these go hand in hand because they build on each other. And not only do they build on each other, but they support each other. So what I want to share with you for 12 and 13 is 12 is going to be embrace imperfection. So letting go of what we think needs to be perfect and accepting that not everything is going to go as planned. Now, if you were listening to any of my podcast or my YouTube videos over the summer, I got a firsthand crash course in this when pretty much everything I planned for summer activities went by the wayside. When my youngest, Jordy, was like, I want nothing to do with it. Don't leave me. Stay with me all day. And it was pretty much a crapshoot for, I don't know, pretty much summer. So that's okay because I realized how special that time was and that he just wanted to be with his mama, and I'm never going to get that time back again. So now we are back and school is here and we're past that stage, so we're already on the other side of that. And just focusing on what's truly important. I think that's a big part of these cheat codes is like, just know that nothing is going to be perfect and you're just accepting and troubleshooting where you can. But also with that, you have to practice saying no in the areas that you know aren't your top 3 or 4 pillars in your life. So like, what are those for you? Like my number one will always be family. So like, there's nothing that goes above that. Family is the first, no matter what. So if there's an emergency or if the kids need me or my husband needs me, like that is my number one. And I think also with being able to say no, not overcommitting in other areas of your life. So if you are, let's say, the room mom for this year and you know that that's going to be a stretch for you, don't do it. Find other areas. Pick a holiday, like pick the Valentine's Day mom or the holiday season mom or the Thanksgiving mom or whatever it's going to be. But like, don't overcommit to things that you know are going to stretch you so thin and drive you crazy. And just learn to say no to activities and obligations that don't align with your priorities and don't align with, you know, having that added stress in your life. So figure out where you're going to say no. And then in addition to that, so 12 is embrace the imperfection and 13 is practice saying no, because those two things together are so important in finding these cheat codes to success. Because when you embrace the imperfection, you allow kind of some margin. But when you also practice saying no, you focus on what your priorities are. So these two blend so well together. And if you're not sure what your priorities are, I would write out all the things that you have going on and then figure out of those what are most important to you. All right, next up, number 14, we have simplify your wardrobe. So one of the biggest things I've been trying to focus on as of late is having this just like capsule wardrobe, pieces that are versatile that I can mix and match and like create kind of like any kind of outfit with. I think that this, number one, it definitely reduces decision fatigue, which if you have ever read High Performance Habits, they talk about this in one of the first chapters. And it's like the more decisions we have to make, the more later on in the day we make bad decisions. Essentially, that's what that is. So reduce decision fatigue. Get yourself a simplified classic wardrobe of pieces that you can mix and match, and your life will be so much easier. All right, hack number 15, and I love this one, I've been using it for years, is use a grocery list app. Now, this can be like your Instacart or your Amazon, but using this as like a running grocery list, again, this goes hand in hand with your meal prepping hack that I gave you earlier in this episode. And with this, you can add to it, your partner can add to it. It's kind of like a shared grocery list. So you guys can both add the things that you want on there. And this just helps to avoid multiple trips to the grocery store. It helps to avoid ordering more things than you actually need, or if you don't need them, or if you're not using them. So using a grocery list app can definitely help in spending more money than you have to and ordering the groceries that you need for that week. All right. So we are nearing the end of this list. So the next 3 cheat codes that I'm going to give to you are all about the home simplification. Okay. So number 16 is take advantage of nap time and bedtime. Early bedtime to be specific. So using this quiet time or downtime when your baby or your kids are napping, or get them in bed early and then start to tackle all those things that you know you didn't get to during the day. So that's number 16. Number 17 is to create a go bag. Now, I have 2 of these in my home and they are such game changers, and I'll tell you how I use them. Number 1, what used to be my diaper bag is now my go bag, which is like when we are rushing out the door, all the things that need to go out the door with me are in that bag. So there's extra clothes for the kids. There's some snacks in there. There's waters in there. It's literally like I take this bag and it's a backpack, and I take it and I run out the door with it, and everything is already in there. So that is my go bag. Secondly, when I'm traveling, my travel kit, like a lot of times I know ladies will like pack up all of your stuff every time you travel, like the shampoos, the conditioners, the face creams, the oils, the razors, like all of that stuff. that for me is already packed and ready to go. And I do not touch it when I come home. And there's no reason for me to like, take anything out when I get home because I have 2 sets of everything. So my toiletry bag, when I come home from travel, it's already packed, ready to go. I just put it away. And then the next time that I travel, I take it out and it's already ready to go. So 2 of those, again, one in the front of your house for your kids, and then the other one for you when you travel. And a little side note to that is even in my car, I put extras like wipes, a set of clothes, a little blankie for Jordy. I think I actually still keep diapers in there. He doesn't use diapers anymore, but it was like all the extra things. So just like it's a little bin that I keep in my car and everything's organized. So find the things that you need, maybe like 1 or 2 of, and have your two go bags that are going to help you in a pinch if you need them. All right, number 18, and this is also going to round out the kind of personal time and things that are going to help you in on the home front. And this is scheduling regular me time. So blocking out time just for you on a regular basis. It could be you reading your book. It could be taking time for a bath. It could be having a hot cup of coffee. It could be exercise, going for a walk, like self-care. There's so many different things that I think us as women enjoy, right? And there's so many things that we're like, man, if I only had like a half an hour to like get something done, like what would I do? And would I get a massage? Would I do my hair, my nails? Like what would I do? So I think that with these things, it's really important that you're looking at scheduling this regular me time because you'll be able to get them in and do not feel guilty when you do this. This is something that you get to enjoy because this is scheduled regular me time that you get to enjoy. All right, number 19, as we get down to the end of the list, this is to set weekly priorities. So at the start of each week, I want you to identify your top 3 priorities for work and home. Now, you're not going to do 3 for work and 3 for home. It's just going to be 3 all-encompassing work, home, 3 priorities that you have for yourself for the week. You're going to focus on these 3 first, and then you're not going to worry about not getting anything else done. But you're going to know going into the week that these are your top 3 things that you're going to focus on. I spoke about this in the Big Money Moves training. I talk about this in my High Performance Academy. And if you want help with this, I'd be happy to go into detail, which we do inside the High Performance Academy, where you can check that out at sandraglandt.com/academy. And finally, we are at tip number 20. This was a lot of information, you guys. I hope this is helping you. I hope these cheat codes are ones that you can implement, you can put into your life, in your business, in your home life, and really find so much value out of this. But also, this allows you to be intentional about your time. So my last tip that I have for you, this is one of my favorites. This is to stay connected to your partner, to your girlfriends, to a supportive community that understands you, that is going through some of the similar things that you're going through, that can help you navigate possibly through some trying times and help you navigate through it. So make time regularly to connect with your partner, with your close girlfriends, with this community that's going to be possibly a shoulder to lean on. Also, a quick check-in from time to time that's going to help you navigate the craziness of motherhood and building a business and a career and self-care and all the things. This is why I love the Academy so much, because these women are all high performance women. They come together to share their wins, their successes, also their failures. They lean on each other. They build with each other. They support each other. They collaborate with each other. So if you're looking for a group of high performance women to connect with, to build with, this is where it is. If you head over to sandraglandt.com/academy, you'll get all the information on joining. And I hope that you implement all 20 of these tips. Again, maybe not all of them today, but I hope that you can start small, pick one of them, and start to implement them into your life, because these cheat codes will truly buy you back more time, help you become more productive, effective, efficient, save you time and money, and simplify your life. Because what more can we ask for, right? To be able to be the mom and the wife and the business owner, we need some cheat codes in life. So I I hope that this supports you on building that next level of your journey and helps you navigate the challenges that come up when it comes to work-life balance and juggling it all. And as always, make sure you go out and slay your day.